Yeah, today is a good day, cause you're the master of your fate and the ruler of your destiny. Yeah.
It feels so good to wake up today, cause all our shine the shade. I got no one to play, cause I'm the one who made it.
Oh, what a day, ain't no sleeping, homie. You're not in the cage, not in the grave, ain't no leeches on you. Stack up and save, do it your way, you could piece upon it. Eviction notice on your days, get a new lease up on it. You can be flawless, big out like C. Browdest. We'll never back, no problem. Gonna hit your old hoes like August. Dripping like a faucet, regardless, proceed with caution. This champagne tastes better when you bought it. I'ma always let it shine, no matter what your opinion. Resentment from you minions, it's never been in contention. It's never been on my menu. Fuck it if I offend you. Them blessings coming through the window, I swear it feels so good. It's like when you come from the dirt, and then your blood, sweat, and tears, they make the mud. And then you and your partners get it out the mud. Get down!
It feels so good to wake up today, cause all our shine the shade. I got no one to blame, cause I'm the one who made it. It feels so good to wake up today, cause all our shine the shade. I got no one to blame, cause I'm the one who made it.
Rejuvenated illumination. If you debating who's the hater, you's a hater. We peruse in Vegas, pocket full of bluish faces. No confusion on the music, these the truest statements. No discrepancies, blessings be on my legacy. Y'all sound like the Pharisees, laws written illegibly. Yeah, so I'm just trying to make it home. Put me right where I belong. My seat looking like a throne, I'm gone. Jealous words from the lips of pussy peasants. With no direction, your map says you'll be a legend. But John or Chrissy Teigen, beyond the beef like vegan. Neither's my concern, the sun don't need you to burn, you learn. Yeah, you see, excuses only please those who make them. To help losers cope with their failures. We got the same 24 hours on. Yeah, what you gonna do?
It feels so good to wake up today, cause all our shine the shade. I got no one to blame, cause I'm the one who made it. It feels so good to wake up today, cause all our shine the shade. I got no one to blame. Ooh, I'm the one that made it. I'm the only one that made it. I'm the only one can see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First and foremost, yes, shout out to the homie B. Howard. Morning Coffee is the name of the song. If y'all want to support that music, man, make sure y'all click that link. I just put the YouTube link in the chat. Go show that brother some love. Hit the like button on that brother shit. Leave some comments. Blow him up. But yes, thank y'all for tapping into another episode of Rich Rhetoric. I am your host, Born Rich. We are here, man, and I want to thank y'all for being here with me. Cause shit, you know what I say, man. Y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you here with me. You feel me? Yeah. I know I look crazy, but don't worry about that. Don't watch nothing. Don't you watch nothing, man. As you know the rules, man. Hit the like button. It don't cost you a dime to hit the like button. Show that love. Subscribe. Share it. Share it in your WhatsApp group, your Facebook group. Share it on the ground. Share it in your Discord groups. All of that good stuff, man. Make sure y'all show some love. Show some love. And my apologies, family. I really wanted to do this show. First, I wanted to do this show last night. Then I wanted to do it tonight way earlier than I did. But, real life calls, and I had to put that on the back burner for a little while. But today, what I really want to talk about, guys, is blanket blackness, man. Blanket blackness. What is blanket blackness? So when I say blanket blackness, right, I am talking about the I guess identifying as black on a global scale. You know what I mean? Not just in your small communities or your small little country or state or whatever, but black people globally. You feel me? I want to know what is the pros and cons of us identifying as black globally. You see what I'm saying? I want to know because it's just been a lot of conversation going around, man. It's been a lot of conversation about you have, like the brother Robbie always says, tribal, right? Because you have this group of black people that say, listen, I only want to work with black people. And then you have this group of black people that saying, yeah, I can work with anybody. And then now those two separate groups are maybe not they're in disagreement. I'll just put it that way. They are in disagreement. And I and so you have, all right, so listen, let's do it like this. So you have the Pan-Africans, right? Pan-Africanism and my Pan-African brothers and sisters, they just like, yo, listen, build black. No matter where you're from, if you're quote unquote, if you have quote unquote African blood, yes, and I know some people disagree with that, but this is what just follow me. If you have African blood, no matter where you are located at on the globe or in the world, then we should be building and we should be helping Africa and all of that. That's the Pan-Africanist side of it. Then you have, I guess, some people who maybe not follow Pan-Africanism so tough, but they also say, all right, listen, man, you black, I'm black. No matter where we're located, we must come together. And then you have some black people. Let's just take some of the Hebrew Israelite brothers, right? My brothers that study or follow the One West doctrine, right? They may say, okay, you have to be, if you're going to be black, you have to be from one of these 12 tribes. And so, like, the Hamites would not be considered black. So they maybe wouldn't be for blanket blackness. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. And okay, I'll go ahead and get my answer out the way. So, what are the pros and cons of blanket blackness, right? I'll say one of my pros is right. If we want to replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice, is strength in numbers, right? And we're going to have the numbers, whether we think there's going to be the number that we're going to have the sheer numbers. Just if we think we can do that with economic power or political power, or I mean, shit. Even if it was even if you wanted to do it militarily, you see what I'm saying? The main thing you're gonna need is sheer numbers, right? So one of my pros to blanket blackness is strength in numbers. It's strength in numbers. You know what I mean? If I identify as black and I'm in Tennessee, and this brother identifies as black and he's in New York, and then this brother identifies as black and he's in Nigeria, and then this black brother's in South Africa, and we know white supremacy is globally, and it's a global system, then it would be better for black people to have the sheer numbers. That's what I would say. Shout out to everybody, man. My bad, guys. I don't know what I was doing. And then shout out to you. Shout out to RE. Shout out to Blue 32 Blue. Drop Top in the building. My boy Robbie in the building. Y'all already know I put that link in the I pinned that link, man. Y'all come on, man. Y'all know how we do it. Open panel. It's an open panel, man. So if you want to jump on, that's the link right there. But yeah, so that would be a pro. That would be one of my pros, right? To blanket blackness. We need the numbers. We're gonna need the numbers, man. And you're going to need a unifying front to replace the system of white supremacy. It's an old system. It's been around forever. It runs like a well-oiled machine, and it's global. So yes, blanket blackness in that sense is a pro. That's a pro. That's one of my pros. Now, if I had to say a con, right? One of the cons to blanket blackness. Selfishly, I'll say this, right? If I'm saying this, if I'm speaking for well, I'm not speaking for him, but if I'm a person that identifies as an American descendant of slavery, right? And we have this lawsuit with the American government. We have a lawsuit with the American government. Drop top, is that you, bro?
Blessings, bro. Blessings. You good?
Blessings, man. Blessings. Peace to you, brother.
Peace, man.
Yeah, so like I was saying, so one of my cons to blanket blackness on a selfish scheme, on a selfish level is if I identify as an American descendant of slavery and we have a lawsuit with the American government,
Yeah.
and I say specific to American descendants of slavery, then blanket blackness won't work globally. You see what I'm saying? If we saying, listen, we're real specific about this thing and about this lawsuit, just so it won't get mixed up or convoluted or anything like that, we're gonna just focus on American descendants of slavery. Then blanket blackness becomes in a global, you know what I'm saying? Blanket blackness becomes non-essential. You
I
see
see
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
mean. Yeah, I see what
So
you mean.
that's the cons to it. So it's pros and cons though. Pros, in my opinion, is sheer numbers. We're gonna need sheer numbers, and a lot of times we have the same struggle. A lot of us have the same struggle when I talk to my melanated brothers from the UK or from some of these Caribbean islands or wherever. White supremacy got a boot on their neck, no matter where they are. So a lot of us have the same struggle, and that's what joins us together. Besides the massive amounts of melanin that we have in our bodies, but what's going on, Drop Top? How you been, man?
Yeah, man. I've been blessed, you know. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good
Yeah,
to hear
man.
from you,
Can't
man.
complain, man. Just
What's
thought I'd
your
jump on.
no, man? Yeah, but why you here, man? What's your thoughts, man? Blanket blackness, man. What are some of the pros and some of the cons? If we just saying,
Um,
hey, go ahead, bro.
Pros and some of the cons.
Yeah.
Just depends though, because there's many pros and there's many cons. So, for example, us being black people that are like, let's say, celebrities can do certain stuff, and that will paint a lot of us in a bad light
Yeah.
just off of their rhetoric, what they put out there. For example, certain rappers, certain celebrities, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a con.
Yeah, that's a
Obviously,
con.
there's
Yeah.
pros as well. There's a lot of black people around the planet in very mass amount of wealth countries, right? So we need to take that to our advantage. You got black people in China, obviously the UK, America, all these big countries, right?
Yeah.
If we was have like a global network, I'm not saying everybody on some kumbaya shit, everybody move
Yeah.
to Africa.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying a global network, like what the Chinese do. Because I got a Chinese friend,
Uh-huh.
and he tells me that what they do is their government actually encourages them to go to other countries and study and bring back like
And come back.
technological
Yeah.
values to improve their country.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, really.
No, I like that. I like that drop top. And I think a lot of people, I pissed some people off last show. I did. I pissed some people off because I was using the word fled. I said a lot of my brothers said, that people fled the Caribbeans and went to the UK or fled Nigeria and when they got mad at me. But if the plan, I would never be fucked up with the plan being, okay, we're gonna go to the UK, we're gonna study, or we're gonna work these jobs. Let's just put
Should I
it
tell
that
you
way.
honestly what the plan
Go ahead, bro.
was?
Go
Like
ahead, bro.
when my grandparents came over here, like my grandfather, he
Mhm.
honestly told me he would go back to Jamaica, but the Jamaica that he knows is not there no more. Because you have to remember, when they left Jamaica, yeah, majority of the people, like my grandfather is a carpenter, right? And like his brothers, all of that, they all had like very good jobs back in Jamaica.
Okay.
And if you see Jamaica, it looked like Miami Beach back in the days, like Kingston, Jamaica. There was no shanties. There's none of that bullshit.
Gotcha.
So, like, for example, me now, I'm a young man. I'm in my mid-20s, right?
Okay.
So I see my home country as I need to go back there and build. Even when I went to my father's country, Grenada, I see my uncles investing, but I was talking to this white British guy, and I was wondering, how come you're in my country? Like, what are you doing here? And he was talking about, yeah, he's investing into the country, but the white man told me, you're young, make sure you put money back into your country. This is how you have a staple in the world. And I'm like, damn, how can the white man tell me this, but none of my elder black people can tell me this? That's fucked up.
Hold on. So you met a white British man.
He was in our country, basically. I don't know what he was doing. He was
He was in
investing into something.
Jamaica, and
Nah,
he
nah,
got it.
Grenada.
I mean,
Grenada.
he was in. I'm sorry, he was in Grenada, and he got
Yeah.
advised to put money into Grenada.
No, he was telling me to put money back into my own
Oh,
country.
got you.
And I said, wow, that's quite shocking because not to say like our own community don't say that, but a white man's telling me to invest back in my country. That
Yeah,
just took me back. It made me think, damn, shit.
for real. He giving you some game, man, for
You
real.
know what I mean? So I just had to take it in and said, okay, cool.
Mm.
So I'm quite young right now.
Yeah, you a young man. You a young man, Drop Top.
Yeah, if I just do the right investments and that, I think I could have like a very good staple in my country in the future. It's just I need to get a lot of people as my age group on the same wavelength, so we can have like a power movement, basically.
So what are you seeing at your age group? Damn it, brother! I didn't know you was that young, man. But
Yeah, man.
you're not too much older than a couple years older than my son, bro. What is the pulse of your demographic, Drop Top? I mean, is people your age? Are they on that building? Let me ask: Are they thinking about putting money? I talk about the Caribbean brothers that's in the UK. Are they speaking
Okay.
about spending money back in their home countries or the countries that their people come from?
Well, I can't talk about everybody, but like my
Yeah,
circle of friends,
yeah.
like already we got businesses together. So we got like a studio company and a management company. So what I think is basically is getting the wealth over here, the capital, and
Yeah.
then sending it back. So what we're looking to do is like agriculture, stuff to do with land, those type of things. And then eventually when we get bigger money, move on to mining companies and yeah.
And I like you saying that though, because that goes back to what you were saying of one of the pros. One of the pros of blanket blackness is okay, Drop Top wants to get some money in America. He can come link up with me and I can give him, I guess, some sort of game. Like, listen, bro, look, we over in America. I know the shit you saw on TV. Some of that shit is real. Like, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
police will fuck you up if you if you do this wrong. Or yeah. If somebody's trying to speak to you like this on a business in a business meeting, yeah, that's bullshit. This is what you look for. So I do understand we could do international business, and that goes back to economics. So that's a
Oh, of
pro
course.
of us saying blanket blackness. Like, okay, you black, you like me, shit, you in the UK. All right, let's do some business. Let's do some international business and shit like that. That's one of the good ones. I mean, that's one of
No,
the
you're right on
pros.
that.
That's one of the pros of blanket blackness. And I don't know, man. Some people disagree with blanket blackness, man. Some people's like, you know what? That shit's never gotten us anywhere. Um, that shit is we tried that before. It doesn't work. I see a lot of people kind of giving up on it.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff when they're saying they've tried stuff, yeah, but I'm like, who you trying it with? Because it's like the statements when they're saying they've tried stuff with certain different black people is like, all right, cool. Did you actually try it, or did you see certain people try it and it failed?
Yeah.
I'm a type of person where I learned from my grandfather, innit? I don't go off what people say. I try to implement it, and if it fails, then I'll be like, okay, how can I change it? I wouldn't sit. I don't like what's the word? Sit there and ponder about okay, this don't work, so we're never gonna do it. No. That's you never throw away an idea. You have to see if you can like twist it and see if you can mold it into something new.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that, bro.
Because one thing
So,
I'll say about the elders is I love
brother,
what the elders gave us, just the footnotes and all that stuff. But my generation need to take it further, like way further, and be like economically aggressive to other nations, basically, when we become a whole nation.
I agree. I agree. Do you fuck with like all of this digital coin based shit?
Well, I have to because you have to see all the other. You have to think of it. We're all in competition, right? As nations.
Yeah.
So if you see China doing something and you're like, whoa, we ain't got that technology. You have to try up them in this game, or they're gonna beat you 10 years down the line. It's it's just how it
That's a
goes, isn't
fact.
it?
That is a
Yeah.
fact. That is a fact, man. Yeah. And I would think that a lot of our younger brothers and sisters would be all over that type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah, they're all over the NFTs, these type of markets. The only problem is we need to start. Well, I've seen a couple Black American brothers I follow. They got their own coins and NFTs, and they got their own like little organizations. Wow, it was quite interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It just sounds a little too confusing. I hate to sound like the old guy, but yeah, that shit's a little
Well,
confused.
well,
But
basically, what they're showing you is money. They're basically in your face. Like we knew money wasn't real like that, right?
yeah,
But they basically show you money ain't shit.
yeah, facts.
Like
Facts.
money is not worth shit. We're in like the matrix system where, for example, people my age, there's many people my age were successful in this last 2 years because of like certain coins, certain opportunities that young people are seeing that the elders are they was basically taking advantage of and people didn't see it before. So like we're seeing a lot of loopholes basically.
Mm, yeah, man. And I think the young people should definitely be on that. Be on that. Not only uniting, but learning all of this new technology, the new wave. You
Oh,
feel
of
me?
course, man.
And then that way you won't have to die. You know, my generation died and killed. I'm sure people still doing it, but people are going to die and rob and steal and kill over money. And like the brother said, now they just showing you money don't mean shit.
Yeah,
We
of
did
course, man.
we did all that robbing, stealing, and killing in the late '90s and early 2000s, and for what?
You know what I mean? And
What?
one thing I find interesting nowadays is I thank my grandfather for putting me in certain schools, yeah, so I can learn certain trades like bricklaying and painting and decorating, just like masonry work,
Yeah,
because I realize a lot of people in our age group they don't know how to do these stuff, like agriculture, like plant the land, these just like survival stuff.
yeah, yeah. We losing
And
that.
yeah, we
We
need that.
yeah,
That's
we're
how you build
losing that.
nations. So
Yeah, we losing that the trades, electricians and fucking plumbers and carpenters and mason. I mean, bricklayers and all of that shit. We losing that. We losing that slowly but surely. We
yeah.
losing that. But let me see, man. Let me get to this video, man. Let me show my
All right,
brother
cool.
George Macon's video. Shout out to my brother George Macon too. Let me share my screen. But yeah, I want to shout out to my brother George Macon, man. He does some great shit, brother out of Philly, and he does some great shit. He doesn't really, I guess, damn it, I should have went past this first. And so he's having a conversation with the African brother. He's an George is an African American brother. He's having a conversation with an African brother. Now, I spoke with George before. George is totally against the fucking ADOS or black people. Just put it this way, George really believes in blanket blackness. If I was to ask the brother what are the cons of blanket blackness, I don't know if he would give me one. Just being honest, because he's so pro black, all black. If you got that massive amounts of melanin in your skin, then you on the same team, which I agree with. I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
I
But
agree to a certain point.
yeah, another thing I want to say about blanket blackness, right, is with blanket blackness, man. Like Robbie always says, it's tribal because it is tribal. We have to learn how to respect each other's cultures and just accept the fact that we're not the same. Our cultures are different. And we have to figure out a way to accept that instead of just shitting on each other's culture. That's what it's kind of becoming.
Yeah,
Sometimes it'll look like unity, but then a lot of times it's just black people shitting on other black people or black people being influenced by the system of white supremacy to look down on other black people or look at other black people in a negative light. And that's what keeps us apart too. You know, I'm saying all of that, but it's just tribalism in the simplest form. It's tribalism. But yeah, man, let me play this video, man. Let's get to it.
Based off of what I'm seeing, and I talked about peace, family. George Macon is here. I'm here with my brother Alan from the Ivory Coast. There's a lot of conversations going on Facebook and YouTube where they have Africans versus African Americans. I went on there and I've given my opinion based off of what I'm seeing, and I talked about 30 years ago when I was growing up, there was no like division. It was just black people here in Philadelphia. I can't speak for other cities, but I got my brother Alan here, and I've learned a lot about West Africa from an African's perspective. This brother schooled me to things I didn't know, things I was ignorant to. And I want to ask you, brother Alan, what are some of the things? What are some of the things that you had to get used to when you came to America, as far as African American culture? Go over just a little bit so you can see. Just come over just a little bit. Yeah, just swing it around real fast. Yeah.
Now, I learned. I mean, basically, when I came here, it's like I have to. I don't know if I can use that word, like adjust or maybe
Adjust.
civilize, or like make some kind of upgrade for myself, because our brother here they act like this tribe in Ivory Coast we call Bete.
Mhm.
Bete, these are the people like when they talk they yell, when they play they yell, like y'all can fight right now. Y'all can fight right now. In 5 minutes,
We be friends.
man, there's no grudge.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I'm Mandingo.
Uh,
I'm not gonna say all Mandingo keep grudge, but I keep grudge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then they don't keep grudge.
Right.
So when I came, to me it was not hard. I have to see them as BT. Well, whoever speak French or whoever is from Ivory Coast know that tribe.
Right.
They're the kind of people they love to live. They just love to live good life.
Right.
You know
So,
what I'm
so
saying?
that's how you view.
So
African
that's
American.
exactly
Right.
And to me, it was easy for me to just adjust. I just have to understand the culture, the language, like certain jokes, stuff like that. And I mean, to me, it was easy.
So how do you like African American culture coming from Ivory Coast?
I love it. Like I said again, I'm Mandingo. Mandingo, basically, July is in Ivory Coast is the type of tribe. It's why I speak English, I speak French, and I speak Spanish. We embrace easy people or other people's culture.
So let me ask you, why is it so? Being as though it's so easy for you to get immersed in African American culture, why is it so?
Yo, Born, the video dropped off, man. I don't know what happened.
My bad, man. My internet. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. My internet started wilding on me. Hold on, guys. Let me rewind that just a little bit. Sorry about that, family. Yeah, I don't know. My internet is tripping tonight. All right, let's get it back. We'll get it back. Can't hold us down, man. Can't hold us down. Not tonight.
Yeah, man. Sounds like a good build, though, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to hear the brother. I like the brothers. The brother came. He said, yeah. I come to America. Y'all don't really hold grudges like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah, man. That's it. People know it like intuitive, but I just think a lot of black people in America, we don't know what that is. You know, we say shit like, man, life is too short. It's like, yeah, life is too short. But the thing, you're not holding no grudges, man, because you know you're gonna need your brother to get them under the thumb of white supremacy. You're gonna need your brother at the end of the day, man. So yeah, it's not, and a lot of time is proximity. It's proximity. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's why I don't even understand how like the Bloods and the Crips can really beef with each other like that, because you can't really hold a grudge and you got to see this person every day. Like, what you gonna do? You're gonna fight them every day? You're gonna like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You so close in proximity that you might as well just get over this shit, man. And I like when he said that, because that reminds me of my friends. You feel me? People I fuck with, man. Like, we can have a fucking fist fight. This was back then. Now I still wouldn't hold a grudge, but I ain't fighting my friends. We may get into an argument or something, but back
you wouldn't hold it over them.
Man, back in the day, I can have a fist fight with my homeboy, not talk to him for 3 months, and then when the mediator come and be like, bro, why don't you just call him, man? Like y'all was arguing and fighting over something stupid, just call him. And then I call him, just joking, like, bro, what you still want to fight? What's up? You still want to fight? Yeah, I know you don't want to fight no more, man. So what you doing, man? Let's go smoke. Let's go chop it up. Let's go grab something to eat, man. Let's quit that shit. So I like when the brother said that, because no matter what the media might portray us, well, don't get me wrong, black people kill black people. Like that's a fact. But for the most part, ain't nobody really hold no grudge like that, man. And even if it's conflict resolution, a lot of times it just boils down to conflict resolution. And you realize the shit that you're fighting over is so petty and so minuscule that you there's no reason to hold grudges like that. So I like when the brother said that. He was like, shit, in Africa, man, tribes will be fighting each other for generations over a grudge. And that shit was kind of crazy. But let's get back to the bill, man.
So hard for other Africans when we call them brain. Like, why are some of them brainwashed? Like, from what you explained.
Okay, now.
My bad, guys. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. I missed a little bit.
Like, I went to school. I went to my first class in Ivory Coast in 1978. You understand? Spanish. We embrace easy people or other people culture.
So let me ask you, why is it so? Being as though it's so easy for you to get immersed in African American culture, why is it so hard for other Africans when we call them brain? Like, why are some of them brainwashed? Like, from what you explained.
Okay, now, first of all, it just starts from the beginning. Like, when they were little. Like, I went to school. I went to my first class in Ivory Coast in 1978. You understand? At this point, the people from Ivory Coast know it called television. You know, and it was this big TV, big old TV, just one TV, and we was taking classes, and certain thing was going to the TV. Everything started from a social media, like before it was no all this internet. It was just TV and radio. Now, when I say everything starts from a big from a bottom, like the president already allow people to watch. So even if you look at the movie, it's a Spanish movie, but it's translated in French.
It's not
it's the movie. Like I said, people from Ivory Coast know it. One we used to have one they call Dona Beja. Dona Beja, that's Spanish. But they try to translate in French first, then then they we can, so meaning everything has to go through French before he come to Ivory Coast.
Wow.
Even the TV, the movie, the episode, it has to go through.
So this, brother, is what I'm saying, right? So when I say that white supremacy is global, he's even telling you the TV shows that they watch, the movie, the French control the fucking propaganda and the visuals of the Ivory Coast. You see what I'm saying? Like, the French control it. They have a whole nother country that controls the propaganda. They have to get the movies in French first. They have to get the TV shows in French first. You see what I'm saying? Let's get back to it.
French before he comes to Ivory
So
Coast.
you told
That's
me.
how messed up is the whole system.
Oh shit.
You understand? So at this point, people are brainwashed even when they're little. You know,
And this is an Ivory Coast.
Yes,
Real quick, and this is not an African American. This is my brother from Ivory Coast. He's educating us on the brainwashing that goes on in Africa. That he's not talking about everybody. He's talking about the culture. The same way some of us in America are brainwashed to look at the system, and we pro-system and everything, despite what happened to us. He's explaining to us what happened there. So, because you said something to me about some in Ivory Coast and some West African countries, when you were a kid, you aspired to have a white wife or a white husband because of what they've done. Explain that.
I was about to say that. Okay. Now I'm just gonna give you one fact about what you said. In Ivory Coast, they have a Miss Universe, like here, where everybody has to be slim, and we have one we call Miss Awulaba. Awulaba is thick woman, like the way we like
them here in America, yeah.
Thick woman,
Right.
The contest. You understand?
Right, yeah.
But they got their Miss Universe and they got
Same
Awulaba.
here, right?
So that right there tells you what it was not even supposed to be a skinny woman, because, like I told you, in Ivory Coast, when you see a fat person, you don't tell them, oh, where, you don't ask him to go to die. People ask him, yo, where you get your food from? We want to go buy something. Because being thick is heavy.
Being thick is
you know what I'm saying? So there, right there, they tell people, oh, when you want to be Miss, to Miss me. When some people say Miss is like the idea of long hair coming here, slim. That's
the beauty standard.
Yes, that's the beauty standard.
The beauty standard is of a white woman.
Yes. So when you
woman,
exactly.
So the same thing.
Then even the skin, that's why if you look at the more African, all bleach, but they don't know black is beautiful.
So
black is wonderful.
So what happens is African Americans, when we see them coming here and they go after a white woman or go after white men, they acquiesce to white culture. We get angry, but we don't understand that culture, that conditioning is from the beginning. This is coming from a brother that's from Ivory Coast. He's saying. So let me ask you a question. You as an African here in Philadelphia.
I want to pause it right there because it's beauty standards, man. It's beauty standards. It's beauty standards, man. He who controls the system controls the beauty standard. So brothers saying the same thing that people have here, man. Everybody always brings up the doll test, right? The doll test. The white doll looks better than the black doll just because we've been programmed, and they're gonna keep putting I don't know, lighter shade people in your face. This is the standard of beauty. In America, they have these magazines, the most beautiful woman in the world, and the most beautiful, the most handsome man in the world. And most of the time, those people are just white people. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and sometimes they'll throw a brunette in there for you sometimes, and they may give it to Denzel 1 year just to make black people shut up, and then they'll go 15 more years in a row with a white guy. I don't know, man. So, but they do set and control the beauty standards, man, and that's why when my people say, "Yeah, I don't even understand. There's no such thing as white supremacy," this brother is way in the Ivory Coast saying, "Yeah, they're getting the same propaganda and brainwashing that we getting."
Yeah, I find it quite interesting. Even like certain people from the continent, like the brother there, is basically showing you that you can still know your lineage and have your native tongue intact, but still be attacked by outside forces to the mind. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
That's a fact, because he said it. Like, yeah. We, he has his language. He know he's from the Mandingo tribe. He knows all of that. But when it comes to business or trying to do anything, he has to speak French. His movies and his news that he gets, everything's coming in French, and that's the language of the land, which is crazy because me living in a white, a quote unquote white nation. I think these African nations are just, okay, shit. These African nations, they got their own thing. They don't have to worry about the white man's propaganda. But then this brother's like, nah, born, it's not like that. It's not like that. Even though I'm in an African country, we're still getting dominated by the French. Historically, I don't even know what the Ivory Coast history is, but if they had to learn French, then they were probably colonized by the French. If I really go back and do my history,
Yeah,
so,
I think there was at a time, because I got some friends from the Ivory Coast and they're quite fluent in French as well. Well, a couple of languages, but
what was the colonizer? Leopold? Was that Leopold from the?
no, I think Leopold was Congo, right? Was it
But I
Congo?
thought Leopold was the French, though. I thought the French colonized Congo.
No, it wasn't. That King Leopold, he was from Belgium, wasn't he? I think.
Okay, he's Belgian.
Yeah, I think he was from Belgium. Yeah.
That was a French. I know it was a French colonizer that was running around Africa too, doing a bunch of bullshit. I can't remember, but yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's play some more of it. Family, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Where's my banner at, man? Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Get them likes up, man. You dig? Let's play this. And this was a short one, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be on here long tonight, but I did want to get the people a show, man. I told people I'll try to do one during the week, and then the weekend come and I ain't gotta work. We can do one of them 5-6 hour joints. But let's play some more of this. Let me go on mute.
Up amongst African Americans. Have you ever experienced xenophobia?
Yeah, I mean, from white people, yeah.
From white people. So have you ever experienced it from African Americans? Have any African Americans ever tried to whoop your groups in mass, jump on you, try to whoop your ass?
No.
Tell that to the people out there. That don't exist here.
No.
Everybody probably got the argument to fight.
Like I said again, once you learn, because again, words the mistake that a lot of my African brother doesn't do, they don't understand. They don't try to understand the African brother here.
Yeah.
Everybody has his own struggle.
Yes.
It's just kind of different type of struggle.
Yes.
But everybody has different. So once you start to try to understand where the other one coming from, you learn how to communicate with him. Everything will be easier.
So
like I said again, like the brother from here. I don't like to yell. I yell when I'm hungry. But the brother from here, they like to yell for everything. Yo, what's up, man? It is nothing.
And remember.
These African Americans love to yell about anything. Well, you don't know if we mad or we excited. Yeah, real. You don't know. You don't know. I love it. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Enough energy.
Yeah, for real. I look you in the face and say, man, what the fuck you mean? You don't know if that could go either way, but 9 times out of 10, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, went to New York. Oh shit. Oh man, New Yorkers say some shit too, boy. I think New Yorkers are worse though, man.
Nah, yeah, New Yorkers, they're wild still. You have to love them though, man.
Yeah, for real, man. Boy, you don't know, man. Let's say fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. You like, oh shit, does that mean I need to really leave, or did I say a joke that you like? I don't know how to take that, bro.
Oh,
fuck out of here. For real, man. Yeah, shout out to them. But shout out to that brother. He said that was a culture shock to him. I can imagine. Right? You feel me? Because he said he's coming from a culture where if you yell, you're upset. But then I come to a culture where we just loud, man. We just loud and we yell, man. I got an uncle like that. He's actually been on the show before, man, and it's what he does. He's just loud. He's just loud. And as soon as he walk in the door, he's yelling. He's excited. He's yelling happy. Nothing like he'll harm you. But if you don't know him, you'll be like, oh shit, here comes trouble. Here comes trouble. But damn, man, I like that. Respect to the brother for saying that. He said, what's up, man? we loud when we say that. Just saying, what's up, man? Shout out to the brother. So that's little shit you never think about. I never even thought about that being a culture shock. But he's like, yeah, that was a culture. It's a culture shock to me, man. But let me get back to it, man.
everything will be easier.
So you
But
know,
like I said again, like the brother from here, I don't like to yell. I yell when I'm hungry. But the brother from here, they like to yell for everything. Yo, what's up, man? It is nothing.
And remember we was in the park and I was about to fight that Liberian guy. You was like, George, what are you doing, man?
Yes.
And you calmed me down,
Yes.
and you sat down and you talk reason to me. And what people don't understand here in Philadelphia, what you've noticed since you come here, is black people everywhere, all black.
Hi, I'm Lil Dicky, and honestly, I can have pretty much anything I want in life, but not just because I model and not just because I rap.
Black neighborhoods, and when you come here, when you immerse in African American culture, it's just black people. It's not even like it's African, Jamaican, it's just black people.
Yes.
And the jail. A lot of people don't know that. So we still have our identities, but a lot of times when you get immersed in Philadelphia amongst black people, it's just black. We just black people, we just move. But I think that the reason why I had you here, because you taught me so much about the thought process or the consciousness of the West African, where I've never been there, so I don't understand.
I won't even say the West Africa. I want to say the whole Africa.
The whole Africa.
Yeah, because like I said again, every African who learned the history know that when they were dividing Africa, there was no black man, there was no king, there was nobody, there was only white people.
Oh, so briefly before we end, just tell us about that French king that came to there and what he did and the French man. What's the French man that came there? He ran the whole Ivory Coast.
Oh, his name was everybody knows Jacques Foucault. It was not Ivory Coast. It was like I would say the whole Africa, because at this point thing was not divided like territorial. There's like after the division, I believe after meeting, if whoever know history, my thing was not going to be too accurate. But if you're going on YouTube or whatever, you can find it. When he come under François Mitterrand, which was one of the French things, his name was Jacques Foucault, and this guy was the king of Africa. Everybody, you go on YouTube, you see it was the king of Africa. He would decide who goes where, who goes where. Wow. His name Jacques Foucault. Everybody know. Yes. So the social if you don't agree with him about what he want, that's say you disappear. You're gone. You go put somebody else on your own.
So basically, in closing, what they do is, because if 5 million African Americans went to Africa, we would have a better chance because we're not from there. So the people that's going through things on the ground, they would treat us differently.
Yes.
So then when the Africans come here,
because they're scared of repercussion.
Yeah. So then the Africans that come here, they get treated differently because they basically try to replace us. So the governments is using us against each other to fight instead of us understanding our common enemy.
In French, they say diviser pour régner. I mean, like you gotta
separate them. Yeah. So the Africans get to come here and flourish. And the objective is to get the Africans to look at us funny. Why they live in America? Why they not doing that? But then if we go to Africa, we begin to flourish. We'll start looking at them. Why you ain't flourishing? So it's all divide and conquer. Yes. So it's us waking up and understanding who we are and a common enemy, and understanding I speak English, you speak French, where we ain't none of that.
No, I'm Mandingo.
we ain't none of that. So I wanted to do this video with my brother because this is one of my brothers from another mother. We had these conversations every day, and so some of these YouTube fights that I see, I'm not really with none of that shit because I got hundreds of African friends, man, and a lot of my African friends, they don't be talking that coonish crap that a lot of. But he was the one that told me be patient with some of them because he explained to me the brainwashing that they go through there. So for me, when the people that I hang around, I don't experience that kind of stuff. So we signing off now, and I want to thank y'all. We signing off, and I want to thank y'all for watching, man. My brothers and sisters in African Kingdom, there is no xenophobia here. Africans and African Americans, for the most part, get along, man. So you want to say something?
Yeah, I think everybody, and if my word kind of hurt somebody, I apologize. But one thing I want to say, we all African. I don't care where you're from. You're from West, world of a whole wide world. You black, you African. So we need to stand together, and at this point, we can rise up. If we don't stand together, if we don't hold out together, we're never gonna be able to rise up. Peace.
Thank you, man. With that, we're closing out. O'Shea is coming to you, man, for King Ghana. Thank you, my brother.
No problem.
Watch Super
So yeah, man. I want to show brother George some love for that,
Mm.
man. Matter of fact, put the link right there. That's the link to that video. Go subscribe to George Macon channel, man. That brother does great work in Philly. Beautiful family, beautiful, beautiful mind, everything. That brother's all about black unity, man. And he doesn't like the black division that he sees going on right now. And he said something important, man. I ain't gonna lie. He put it on the money, man. Because like I tell all of my African brothers that the propaganda and the brainwashing that we got is that Africans over there, it's a lot of I don't know. They live in mud huts, and man, you know the shit the white people say, man. They showed me commercials of African babies with flies on their face and feed an African baby for this, $1 a day and shit like that. So we know
Same propaganda.
we know the propaganda and the brainwashing is real, man. So y'all go support George Macon. George Macon said he don't fuck with none of that shit. He know, and I agree with him though. I do agree with George on that, man, because even when I think about my Caribbean brothers and sisters here in Tennessee, like when they set up their businesses, they set up their businesses in the black neighborhood. When I go to work in these white neighborhoods, there's no Caribbean restaurants in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They don't have them. When you go to the malls in the suburbs and shit, in the shopping plazas that's in the suburbs, you're not gonna see your Caribbean restaurants and your Caribbean shops like that. Man, once you come to the hood, you know them brothers selling that jerk chicken like it's you know that, bro. For real, man. This is, and you know what's funny though, Drop Top? It wasn't always like that. At first, it was one little Caribbean restaurant, and then they opened the second location, and I don't know, that was 10 15 years ago, but man, you look up now, man, it's 7 of them. You know what I'm saying? You come to
People
Tennessee,
loving the food, man.
hell yeah, man, we love that shit. We love that shit, man. So but I think it's like the school. It's like when I was in school, or just say when I start a new job, I always gravitate towards the black people.
Oh yeah.
You're just gonna go. I just go what people look like me. I have more in common with the people that look like me when I go to a job or something, man. So yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Now that was a good build, dog. Very good video, man.
Yeah. That was. He said I'm gonna go back and listen to it. He said that king's name though. I want to do.
Yeah, I need to research. I didn't even know about that king actually.
Yeah,
I need to go research that story. That's interesting.
Yeah, and he said whatever he said goes. You know what I mean? So I want to see that shit, man. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. All the family in the chat. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to the people in the chat. Salute, man. Salute. So, Drop Top, you ever been to Africa?
Nah, I've never been to Africa actually.
Oh. Yeah, because I know some of my UK brothers done traveled over there.
Yeah, well, I'm descendant from Africans, but obviously I'm Caribbean, innit? So I've been to the Caribbean a couple of times. Yeah, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, nice. That's nice, man. What is it like? What is it like over there, man?
Jamaica or Grenada, because I'm from 2 different islands.
Grenada. What's Grenada like?
Grenada's quite nice, actually. Peaceful. You won't get bothered. It's not that much crime from what I've seen. Obviously, there's poverty, but it's not like, what's the word? I don't know how to explain it. How can I explain it? You have to like research Grenada for yourself.
Yeah,
really and truly. But I see a lot of Americans go there because they got a university there. So a lot of young Americans go to that university there still. So I've talked to some of them. They like it over there as well. So yeah, man. So it's all right country. Go get your rum and all that type of stuff there if you're into that. Go by the beaches. It's one place, like, for example, I fell asleep on the beach, right? And I had like my iPad on me, all my shit, right? And No one don't bother you at all, really. Like the worst someone will bother you is like if they're gonna try to sell you some fruits and that type of shit there. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah. We ain't worried about that. Yeah, we ain't worried about that. It's the same thing here, man. You come to Tennessee, I'll take you to the store. Somebody's gonna ask you for some change, right?
yeah. You know how it is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's real. We know how to. I know how to maneuver around that shit. Yeah, they're gonna bum for change and all of that. Ask you for a cigarette and all of that shit. These are some of the women in Grenada, though, boy.
Yeah, man.
Man. Okay, Google gonna show you the lighter ones.
Yeah. Now we got some bad chocolate sisters, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll definitely tell you to take a trip to Grenada, man. It's a nice place. People are very hospitable. Yeah, man, you'll enjoy yourself. Even though it's a small island, you can probably travel it in like a couple days. Say 2 days, you can probably travel the whole island, depending on where you're going. But yeah, man, it's nice.
Man, yeah, man. Shout out to Grenada, boy. To Grenada.
And what's quite interesting about the Caribbean, you got even smaller islands around there. So you got like Patty-Metnique, you got Carriacou. So these are like smaller like pocket islands where you got other people who live as well. But it's classed as Grenada as well.
Okay, boy. Yeah, boy. Black people are so fucking beautiful, man. Hey. Well, drop top, man. I think I'm gonna keep it short and simple tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Blessings. It was good for the build. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, look, no, appreciate it, man. If you're not doing nothing, when I'll probably do it again. Probably it'll be Sunday morning on your time, drop top.
Okay, yeah, I'll come through, definitely, man. I'll come through, man.
Sunday morning, probably, I don't know. Probably a little bit before the time I started today, but yeah, it'll be Sunday morning because it'll be Saturday night where I'm at. But that's the next time I plan on going live, and we'll do the long one. I'll have a shitload of topics to talk about. But yeah, man, shout out to Drop Top. Shout out to
peace,
man. Peace,
blessings, people, bless.
That's my brother Drop Top, man. Shout out to him. And shout out to y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I guess I'll play I guess let me see. Guess I'll play a few little Instagram clips, man, before we get up out of here. Which ones I wanted to show before we get up out of here. We'll show this one. Yeah, we'll show this one. But yes, family, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And yeah, man, we'll be back. Probably. I'll be back Saturday night, Sunday morning if you're in the UK, man, and I'll do a long one. You know what I'm saying? This was just to come through, give the people something. I saw the George Macon video, reached out to brother George Macon, let him know I'll probably be sharing this with the family, sharing his video, his discussion with the brother from the Ivory Coast, showing that video with the family. And he gave me the blessings, and now we here, man. So yeah, man, that I'm looking for. And yeah, man, play video, man. Let's get it, man. This is something about
melanin pigment, right? It's so unbelievable, George.
Hold on, guys. Let's rewind it, man. Enjoy your blanket blackness, man. It's for a reason, man.
Melanin pigment,
right?
Right.
Is so unbelievable, George. They're using it in computer chips now because it has an ability to transduce electrical energy. Can you imagine this? It has this incredible ability to hold on to and transduce and manipulate electrons, electronic energy, and photons, photonic energy. It's a fascinating molecule. Melanin.
Yeah, you heard that, man. Using it in computer chips now. Yeah, man. But salute to y'all. I'm gonna play this last video, then I'm out of here. Listen, y'all know how we do it, man. You are beautiful. Don't let nobody tell you you're not. And if nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the first one to tell you that I love you. I love you. I love you, family. We're gonna end with this video, and I'll catch you guys Saturday night if you're in America. Sunday morning if you're in the UK. You dig? We're gonna rock out like this, man. See y'all on the flip side, man.
Y'all saw a high school had a walkout today, and this little girl had said this.
I am so glad that years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King, the first black man, ended slavery. Because if not, people would be whipped every day for excuses.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker!